Are you a software engineer, corporate compliance or security officer, or even a third-party auditor, and you're just continuing to struggle with how do we keep up with all of these changes of new regulations, country-specific requirements that are popping up all over the world as we struggle to deploy our services worldwide? Well, you're not alone. And it's just not true that we can continue to manage security and compliance the way we have in the past. The days of the compliance bat and the blank checkbook to do compliance and security, they're just gone forever. No one's going to continue to pay to do compliance and security the way that the engineering teams are traditionally used to doing it. You cannot throw bodies at a certain point at the problem. You cannot gather the evidence effectively by collecting it manually. That requires a lot of us in this industry to change how we think about it. Not only how we think about just security and compliance, but how do we think about the ways we engage with engineering, the metrics, what are the definitions of scaling and efficiency that we need to use to really move from this point of time audit space where we roll in and do an audit or we assess a framework to where we're continuously compliant. Compliance is a feature. Security compliance is a feature where you're always compliant for security and compliance, and you don't have to worry so much about rolling out new changes and fixes on a much more aggressive scale. Whether it's from quarterly to monthly or monthly to daily, we'll be able to do it. So this channel is really going to focus on diving into a bunch of these issues and bringing in professionals who have experience in different areas so we can share best practices. My name's Milan, and in the decades I've spent, both many years as a development operations, compliance, and release manager for a $5 billion software product, to now where I'm the senior leader of a SaaS compliance team where we do all of these audits for framework on the other side of the house. It's very important that we recognize that we have to change how security and compliance works, just as engineering is changing how they're delivering their feature sets today. And it is so important that we all come together in this space to basically reframe how we go about this business. It's almost like compliance and security, to me, is just starting to think about the industrial revolution of how we actually move forward with the times, because frankly, the governments and the customers and the verticals, whether it's for PCI, SOC, HIPAA, TSAX, you name it, if there's a framework out for today, then we're likely have to do it. And if not, they're developing one today to make us do it for it. So if you're interested in these types of topics, hit the subscribe button. You'll get notified when new videos come out or the live streams that we're going to schedule. But more importantly, everybody wants to learn from everybody else. So if you have questions or topics that interest you, please do put them down in the comment section. I'll make sure that I look at them and I'll start looking at how do we bring in the right professionals or the topics to start servicing those requests so we all can learn from each other as we change the game in this space. Have a great day and look forward to talking to you soon.